everyone. It is currently Monday, May 16th, and I have a lot of errands to run today and a lot to talk to you about, but I'm gonna make some breakfast first. This is gonna sound kind of funny, but I get unreasonably excited for breakfast. It's like my dream to just wake up and make breakfast every day. So I'm going to enjoy this, and I will talk to you in a second. Unfortunately, this is how the 240 is sitting right now. I feel really bad for her. It's still 100% drivable, but I am always afraid of the thought of getting pulled over just because of the way that the car looks. And driving it today does sound amazing because of the AC, but I just don't want to risk that, so miata it is. I just went to unlock the door, and I noticed my wrap lifting from my door handle. That is so upsetting. I kind of really don't want to drive this car either because it has spawned a terrible bogging issue from first to third, and it makes it a little bit unbearable to drive. If I let it warm up all the way, it's a little better, but it's definitely still there. Really weird issue to trace. And I do have coil packs to try on this car. I just have been feeling a little down about all of my cars recently because it's kind of one thing after the other. The BRZ less so, but it still has its teeny tiny minor issues. I just haven't been feeling excitement for them lately, and I'm trying to get that back by kicking myself back into the bigger projects like getting the 240 painted. But I think getting the Miata running right is at the top of my list right now. I'm really wanting an iced coffee right now, which is kind of crazy for me to say because I've only been wanting hot medium roasts recently. So I'm going to go grab a coffee and then maybe a sweet treat. I really maybe want to go look for a new journal because I just finished mine. We'll go wherever the wind takes us, which is fitting because it's really windy today. My cup is too big for my cup holders in this car. On the highway in this car because people can't see me. I thought wrapping it pink would solve that issue, but people still can't see me. I've gotten a new phone since my last video and I picked a color to match my car. Isn't it so cute? Pretty stickers I got on there too. I'm going to head around the corner now and find a notebook. I didn't think that I would be in the mood to do it, but I'm going to because I miss journaling. It's only been like 2 days since I finished my last one, and it's gotten a little bit cloudy outside, which I'm thankful for because otherwise it's like 90-ish degrees. If you haven't noticed though, I have gotten a new camera and I am really enjoying it. It's actually my first time I've gotten to use it for personal stuff other than work, so this is really exciting. Let's go ahead and get ourselves to the bookstore. We have arrived. Look, that was like a 3-minute drive. My ice is gone. That's so sad. I also keep throwing Kirby in my passenger seat. And I feel bad because he just rolls around like this when I take turns. Let's put him back up where he belongs. Don't forget to lock your car, unless you're me, and your passenger door doesn't open because you didn't put it back together correctly after we finished wrapping it. There's an insane amount of blind boxes, but I don't know about y'all. I don't do blind boxes because if I don't know what I'm paying for, I'm not getting it. I always beeline it to my favorite section, which is the figures. I've slowed down on figure buying a lot though because I've realized I've had to start selling them because I have too many. Oh my god! He's one of my favorite characters of all time. When I first got the 240, I wanted to name it after him. That right there is one of my dream scale figures, and I just asked the employee for the price. Changed my mind real fast. Who is this? Look, I always think this is so funny. On this little sticker sheet, they have a 3000 GT cop car. I made it out without falling victim to more stuff that I really wanted, but now I'm gonna go pick up some canned coffee for my boyfriend. I'm always so overwhelmed with the drink options in these little Korean markets, so I just never get anything, because that's what I do. When I'm too overwhelmed, nothing comes home with me. So I want to show you what I got as a journal. Having a cute journal is so important to me because if you have just like a boring composition notebook or something too big, something you can't take anywhere, something that's not pretty, you're not going to want to reach for it. So I believe it's so worth it to splurge on things that'll help your mental like that. I got this teeny tiny little graph notebook. I've found that I prefer either dotted or graph paper. I've been super into blue lately, which is weird because I just wrapped my blue car a different color, but I have been missing the blue on my Miata so much. And I felt like it was very plain, so I got these little stickers to go with it. So I think I'd like to go hang out at a park for a second and get my new notebook set up. It is so windy. This beautiful bridge over here, and then I heard running water. Look at all of this. Had no clue it was here. I've been seeing these pretty purple flowers bloom everywhere. The water is flowing over the sidewalk. I would would love to walk through the water and check out the other side, but my shoes are falling apart because I'm the kind of person that will wear shoes until they're nothing but a thread anymore, so can't get my feet wet. This is just making me want to go swimming really, really bad. I love swimming, especially in natural bodies of water. I prefer that over a pool, which I might actually get to do soon. My car looks so cute. We can see you. You're not good at hiding, especially behind trees. Yeah, I might get to do that soon because I have a friend who lives in Fort Worth next to all the really nice, beautiful water. So I guess I can't keep avoiding the title of this video. I did quit my job. My last day was 3 days ago on Friday. I made this decision because of a feeling that I'm sure majority of people out there are feeling right now. In fact, I know the way that most people are feeling. And ultimately, it is the lack of time to exist. Things as simple as eating 3 times a day, working out, taking good care of my body. I really did enjoy my job when it came down to it. I love taking pictures, I love creating, and I really, really enjoyed the experience of being around cars all the time. And if you don't know me, I was a classic car photographer at a showroom. So my job was to photograph, document, make YouTube videos of all of the cars, which again was really fun, but I also found at the end of the day that I didn't have time to create for myself ever. I have so much passion and so much creative ability that I just wasn't able to apply to anything outside of work, because having a job that takes all of your daylight makes it pretty hard to balance the things that you need in order to be a productive and creative person. I started feeling like I had so much capability in other areas of my life that it started really, really hurting me to know that I just didn't have time to apply those capabilities anywhere. And I was pushing for as long as possible because this ultimately is what everybody goes through, and I felt very dramatic for taking it so hard. It was my first full-time job, and this is something I've always had a hard time being open about because finances are touchy for everybody. And in a way, they should remain private, but I think being more open about what you're going through and how your work to life balances out is so important because everybody is so quiet about it. We all kind of just struggle in silence. And I watch a few creators who are pretty open about all of that, and it's really, really inspired me. But I had that full-time job for about 1.5 years, which actually is the longest I've ever stayed in one workplace. And I don't regret a single second of it. I learned so much. I've driven and made media of the coolest cars ever, and I'm going to carry those memories with me for life. I've also made some wonderful friends and had great opportunities. But like I said, the lack of time for myself became unbearable, and I found myself becoming a person that I normally wouldn't be. I was struggling to look forward to waking up every day, honestly, or do anything to take care of myself after I got off of work. And I wholeheartedly believe that if you put your mind to it, you can make it happen. I think that I am a wonderful artist, and that might sound a little cocky to just say outright, but my art has been the only thing my entire life where I'm able to say, here's this, I made it, and I'm 100% proud of it. And there is nothing that can tear me down about it. And I started sitting back and asking myself what is holding me back from pushing harder with my art, and it was not having time. So I decided to make the choice. It's really scary. I have been afraid, but I haven't been wanting to verbalize that because I'm way more excited than I am afraid. So the feelings of fear are not prominent whatsoever, because having time means that I get to craft whatever I want my life to be. And of course, a lot of circumstances are going to be based on luck, but putting energy into something is always going to bring the energy back to you in one way or another, and I am going to give it a shot. I have just come to the realization that respecting your body and respecting your mind is much more worthwhile than struggling inside of a situation just to survive. Back in my driver's seat. All in all, I'm very excited for life right now, and I am excited to create not only for myself, but for all of you. As much as I want to hang out here all day because it actually feels really nice in the shade, I do have to go home. always turn on my hazards when I go over railroad tracks. I thought that I was gonna come home and get some work done, but the pool sounded really nice. So if you can't tell, I'm on my way there.